Hey folks, I'm Mike, Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike. This is the Travelin Ham. This is Dayton, Ohio. This is Hamvention week. This is my rental car. It just drove me over 800 miles to get me on site. And the next question I have for it is, will it antenna? We're about to find out. Let's go.
Hi, my name's Mike. I'm a full-time traveler and ham radio operator. I activate amazing parks all over the United States. Join the adventure and see what's next.
Buckle your seatbelt, Dorothy.
The traveler has come.
Because Kansas is going bye-bye.
It's a huge, beastly, bulging man. Plates were from Kansas.
Dayton Aviation Heritage National Historic Park is a multi-site POTA park located in Dayton, Ohio that celebrates the achievements of famed Daytonians Orville and Wilbur Wright. Though their first flight occurred on the Outer Banks in North Carolina, much of their testing and experimenting was actually done in their hometown of Dayton. The museum on the hill just northeast of town is a wonderful dedication to these two men, their achievements, and the dedication it took to complete them. The theater inside is a fabulous video on all the trials leading up to and well beyond Kitty Hawk. And once you're done here, take a drive down the hill to see where the Wright brothers flew their machines in Dayton.
This is also a part of the Dayton Aviation Heritage National Historic Park. This is where they flew the dang plane. When they were here in Dayton and were really doing all their testing and learning, it was in this field right here. That's pretty cool. According to the sign I'm reading, this is part of the park here too, so this is a place you can activate. We are very close to the military base. There's a lot of secure fencing and stuff like that around. I don't know how that plays into this. I didn't research that for this very spot, but it is a part of the park. And how cool to be out here, right where all that went down. So they did their, initial flight in Kitty Hawk. It seemed like that was like a winter location. Every time they went out there, it sounded like it was October and December, and then they'd come back here and kind of do all their experiments and testing here where they lived in Dayton. And this was the field they borrowed from someone who thought they were totally nuts, but let them use it regardless. Very cool. CQ parks on the air. Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike from US 0732 in Dayton, Ohio. CQ parks on the air. Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike. CQ POTA parks on the air. Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike. What's the name of this place? Dayton Aviation Heritage National Historic Park. CQ POTA parks on the air. Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike. CQ POTA parks on the air. CQ POTA parks on the air. So I'm using 20 meters. That should be the hardest band for this car to be able to ground and tune without getting the coil out and trying on 40. CQ POTA parks on the air. Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike. CQ POTA parks on the air. But I'm using 20. I'm skipping over a lot of really populated part of the country. So that's why I'm thinking I may have to go to 40 to get it done. Because I bet I'm skipping over almost all of the eastern part of the country, just the southeast, I'd be able to get. CQ POTA parks on the air. Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike from US 0732 Dayton Aviation Heritage National Historic Park. Dayton Aviation Heritage National Historic Park. CQ POTA parks on the air. Let's get the coil out. Gonna try a couple more times here and I'll switch to 40. Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike parks on the air. Nothing heard. Kilo Echo Zero Victor India Mike. Gonna QSY to 40 meters. Frequency clear. All right, yep, classic situation where some band research probably would have done me some good, but I did have good expectations, proper expectations, that 20 meters may not do much. So, we will add some inductance to cheat and lengthen our antenna with the Wolf River coil. And I think this should be already tuned for 40. Move the coil a little bit. I might have been trying this for 30 last, so it may not be long enough. It doesn't seem like a good tune right off the bat. I'll try lengthening it. Let's see if we can just sort of tune it in manually that way.
So you just have to keep
All right, let's try going 4 kilohertz down from them. That'll be 7273. Do a little test here. Right here, everybody. Nope. Take it down 3 notches at a time. Of course, should have to be down there a decent ways, really. Better? Wasn't quite pegged on infinite. Now it is. Okay, let's try going up 4, down 2 that last one. Still bad. Okay. Alright. Alright. Gonna have to get out the tool. Okay, so got a bit of an issue here. I think my Wolf River coil has chosen this moment to lose connection right here, because I'm having infinite SWR regardless of where this thing is positioned. I don't know if I have any connectors, but I may try to strip enough wire here that I can just put it on this bolt there and just get rid of the banana connector that's in between. Luckily, I did bring my little bag of hand tools. However, I do not have standard tools on me, so I don't know what my capabilities really are here. I do have some cutters here. I don't know if they're going to be thick enough that I can get this cut. Oh yeah, cut. Got pliers on my multi-tool here, so I should be able to use this part right here in the middle to undo the nut. Yeah, okay. All right, we are making progress. I gotta strip some of this, get some exposed wire. I've been fortunate in my experience to not have to do too many repairs in the field, but here I am on the longest solo adventure I've taken, having to do a repair in the field. There we go. Woo. Jacket's got some grip. Okay, let's see if I can kind of, gonna have to flatten it out a bit so the washer can get around it and the nut still have some grip. Pick up my trash, don't leave anything behind. Boy, it appears to be no better. Really? Really? Try it again without the coil. Okay, that works. So it is the coil. I took out the coil and there was no issue. Millimeters, yeah, reading infinite SWR. Like it's got a number 8 digits long, 1 to that, all the way across 20 meters, and I know that's not the case. Is my nano VNA crapping out on me? I remember I was using this back home, it was giving me really perfect readings. Now it's giving me really horrible readings. Interesting. So, for 40 meters, we'll go to our second option. Okay, we got the infed half wave attached right here to the plastic on my tray on this chair here, running out to a mast that kind of, I don't really lean it into a tree. I lift the wire over a branch and have the tension of the wire pulling the mast back into the tree. That kind of helps hold the whole wire up. The downside is we're really close to our antenna field here, obviously. We'll see if that matters. I should be tuned at least anyway. My shadow circuits pack for the infed half wave. Maybe we can get underway here. KE0 VIM, is this frequency in use? Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike, is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? Okay, SWR is good. One more time. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike. Is this frequency in use? CQ Parks on the air. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike. Calling CQ Parks on the air from US 0732 Dayton Aviation Heritage National Historic Site. CQ Parks on the air. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike. Gotcha, Sierra Romeo Whiskey. I got you nice and clear here. Got you 5 and 5 to my park in Ohio. Back to you.
Roger. Good afternoon there, Michael. 5-5 as well here. Nice and clear. A little static crashing right there, but you're coming in.
Kilo 9 Delta Echo Golf.
Kilo 9 Delta Echo Golf. It's a nice signal. 5 and 6 to my park in Ohio. Back to you.
Hey, Michael. 5-5 Wisconsin. Hope you have a great activation. 7-3.
CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike.
Whiskey Delta 8 Kilo Lima Lima.
Whiskey Delta 8 Kilo Lima Lima. That's a nice signal. You're 5-9 into my park in Dayton.
Okay, Michael. Good to hear you. Whiskey Delta 8 Kilo Lima Lima. You're 5 and 5. 55 into Central Michigan.
CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. CQ Parks on the air. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike. That was quiet. The 4 station again, please. Okay, Kilo Uniform 4 Kilo Sierra. That's light, but I got you that time. I'll give you a 3 and 2. 3 and 2 to my park in Dayton. Roger.
3 and 2. I had you 5-5 double nickels.
CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. I'm going to go back and try 20 again and see what happens. I don't think I'll get waylaid because I'll be skipping over a ton of people. Last call. Going to QSY to 20 meters. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike. Parks on the air. Last call. Nothing heard. I'm going to QSY back to 20 meters and try that again. This frequency is clear. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike.
For what? Alpha 8 Quebec Alpha Yankee.
Gotcha. Kilo Alpha 8 Quebec Alpha Yankee. I got you 5 and 5. 5 and 5 to my park in Dayton, Ohio. Back to you.
Well, I'm not far from you. I'm just a little southwest. I'm in Miamisburg, just south of Dayton. So you're about a 5-6 with me. 5-6 over.
Let's just go way up high here on 336. Tune it in and park and bark here.
You're at the lake house, and so I'm great.
It's 335. Try 339. KE0 VIM. Is this frequency in use? Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike. Is this frequency in use? Is this frequency in use? Nothing heard. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike calling CQ Parks on the air from US 0732 in Dayton, Ohio. CQ Parks on the air. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. CQ POTA, CQ Parks on the air. I am spotted now. I did get the confirmation this time on Ham Alert, and I did not get one from my first spot, so I don't think I got spotted. CQ Parks on the air. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike. That was really, really quiet, but I got I think it was a Kilo Delta 0. Come again, please. Kilo Delta 0, you are way down on my noise. I can hear your voice, but couldn't pull out any characters that time. Can you give me just your suffix a few times, please? Your suffix a few times, please.
Victor Bravo Lima. Victor Bravo Lima.
Okay, very good. You came up right there. I got Kilo Delta 0, Victor Bravo Lima. Is that correct?
Good copy. Got you 5-3 Northern Minnesota.
Copy that. Thanks for that 5-3 to Mike November. I got you. You came up to a 5-1 there. You sound solid all of a sudden there, all at once. Still not moving the needle, but got you a nice 5-1 solid signal into Dayton, Ohio. CQ Parks on the air. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike. CQ Parks on the air. I'll be happy to get to 10 on this one. CQ parks on the air. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike. CQ parks on the air. CQ parks on the air. CQ parks on the air. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike.
Let's see, let's record this here so you can watch me log. That's part fun, isn't it? Let's get it out of that mode. Can I show a map? I can show a map. There's a contact so far. 6 contacts. Come on.
CQ parks on the air. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike. Calling CQ parks on the air and standing by.
Alpha Bravo 6 Golf Sierra.
Alpha Bravo 6 Golf Sierra. It's good to hear you. That was a nice signal. I'll give you a 5 and 7 to my park in Dayton, Ohio. Back to you.
Roger. Yeah, you're 5151 out here in Wyoming.
CQ parks on the air. Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike.
Come on, man. Anybody out there I can hunt? Nova Scotia on 20 meters.
5448, the Nova Scotia, Victor Echo 9 Echo Zulu.
That sounds good.
7-3, you're 5-3 in Damma. 7-3.
Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike, park to park.
Again, park to park.
Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike, park to park.
Okay, Victor India Mike. You're 44 in my park, 5448.
Copy that. I got you 5 and 5. I'm at US 0732 Ohio. Roger. Missouri is going to probably be too close on 240.
Yes, sir. 73. Thanks a lot for hunting us down. All right, let's try this again. Yours in.
Whiskey 5 DRT.
Hey, Joe, second off here. This is Whiskey 5, Delta, Romeo, Tango. Same signal, same park in North Texas.
Nice. That'll get me done right there.
All right, Whiskey 5, Delta, Romeo, Tango, QRZ.
Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike, park to park.
Kilo Echo 2, Echo Tango, Lawrence, got you 5-5, Uncle Sam, 0548 North Texas, QSL. Hey, appreciate time, man. You have a good day today. 7-3. Okay, hang on a second, guys.
Park to park when you come back.
Okay, we got an airplane, a noisy airplane flying over. All right, let's try the park to park. Park to park, come back.
Yeah, Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike, park to park.
Now we got to do about a full 4. Our park, Uncle Sam, 0548. I had a second op, Mike.
I'm ready for second op.
All right, second operator 3.
Okay, I gotcha. Good luck out there today, gentlemen. Thank you for the 2 for 7-3.
Yes, sir. 73. Then have fun up there in Ohio. All right, great.
All right, that's 10. I think I'm just going to call it a 10. That was a tough one. That was a tough start to Hamvention here. A lot of stuff going wacky on me there. I got to go through and maybe check my settings on my Nano VNA and see if I got something set crazy in there that caused that whole issue. You know, then I'll be able to tell what's going on with this thing. I think I don't know. I'll just get a new connector on there. I got pretty good contact on there. It's tight. So that, I think if I could have gotten a reading on this, I'd have gotten the coil to work. I think that's where my problem lies. Conditions are kind of meh here in the middle of the day. You know, in 40 not really popping for me, kind of hurt. Maybe if I could have gotten 40 on the vertical, that would have been better. You know, geez, I thought this infed halfway would work a little bit better, but, you know, conditions just aren't great here right now. That'll be a wrap here from the Dayton Aviation Heritage National Historic Park, right by the Wright Brothers Memorial. And how fitting was it that we had to persevere through some failures here by the Wright Brothers Memorial. I think that's pretty fitting. We got it done. I'm Mike, Kilo Echo 0 Victor India Mike. This is the Travelin Ham. This is at Dayton Hamvention. 7-3.
He asked if I'd been in a better park to scan across the bands, and I said, listen, I POTA everywhere in this here land.